Hello,
Hi, I'm Shtukensia,
I'm Igroglaz.
and we like to see you at our Netherlands channel.
Welcome. Today we will discuss how much does it cost to live in the Netherlands.
Yeah, about money we will talk.
Yeah. We lived in the Netherlands for almost 2 years. We lived there as PhD students.
Guest researchers.
Yeah, and we moved around different places. We lived like in 10 different flats
And also in different cities also.
yeah, and we lived in different cities even. So we have kind of good experiences with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
we lived
sometimes
in a lot of hotels. We rented several flats.
houses.
Yeah, we lived in two houses, big houses.
Uh-huh.
Then we lived in student common room-
Accommodation?
students accommodations, and yeah, it's all very different. Let's say this. I'll say this. It's possible to find a place to live for 300 euro, I think. Minimum. The minimum amount,
Per month.
yeah, minimum which you could find in the Netherlands, absolute minimum. It's 300 euro per month, and it's small room.
Small student room.
Small student or not
All just small room.
small room in some
Small city.
small city. It's small room with you would share kitchen and toilet
and
with
bathroom.
other people. So it's actually okay because we lived like this in student common rooms. Student accommodation. We lived like this several months, and it was very cheap, and it was kind of quite comfortable, very safe.
Yeah.
It was very nice people around the students, very nice guys, and actually also
It's not that bad.
yeah, it's not that bad and also it's possible. We lived almost for such money, for 400 euros. We lived in big room in house. This house, there were 3 rooms, 3 big rooms, which were shared by 3 families actually. So we lived in one big room, and other guys lived in one big room, and it costed 400 euros. It's really a huge room. It was like
But it was without furniture, without everything,
Yeah,
just
without-
empty room
400 euros,
per month.
and it was kind of you could find cheaper, I think, even.
Yeah.
And it was okay. Also, I liked it, and it was center of the
Center
city.
of Benicum city.
Yeah, it was in Benicum.
Benicum. And the other room, what we're talking about, was in Wageningen,
Yeah.
around the Wageningen city.
And also we lived in different places around Wageningen.
In Renkum,
In Renkum,
Hilsum.
Hilsum, Ede.
Yeda.
Yeah, no, in Ede
No,
we
we
didn't
didn't
live. Benicum, Wageningen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like this. But my colleagues at work, they got families with children, and they like get used to comfort. Because in these rooms, maybe it's possible to live with a child also, but in students' accommodation,
It's not allowed.
it's not allowed. I think. Yeah.
No pets, no children.
No pets, no children. So if you have a children, you have to find something more expensive. So, for example, my colleagues at work, they rented a house for 1,000 euro.
Full house.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah, most of my colleagues the same.
So for 1,000 euro, you would rent a house,
Yeah,
separate house with small garden.
yeah, very nice.
So it's kind of possible, but I think it's even possible to find something cheaper, like separate flat would be cost like minimum, I think, 600 euro.
I think it's the same.
600 euro.
Separate
It's
flat.
separate flat.
Small, separate
small.
flat. Not central city.
And it's also manageable. Also,
Yeah.
it's okay.
But in the Netherlands, it's not a big deal if you live quite far away from your work.
Yeah.
I had also colleagues who lived around 20 kilometers or
We
more.
lived 10 kilometers from our
15.
work.
15.
15, yeah. We lived 15 kilometers from our work,
And we
and we take the bicycle every day. We went there and
Yeah.
back, and it was super fun.
across
because
across
it's
the
so
forest.
it's so very good roads in the Netherlands. So when you cycling there, it's just my favorite
And
time.
we were working in Wageningen and lived in Hilsum, and it's two cities, three different
Actually,
cities.
it's
Yes.
different cities.
Three different cities.
So from Hilsum we cycled to the Wageningen every day, and it was so
was
fun.
so cool
It was not a problem
at all.
Some people they used buses. It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible to use bus, but it's quite expensive.
So yeah.
2.5 euros.
I'll say about transport we could discuss it a bit later in other video, but I'll say just it's secret there. Transport is expensive if you buy one-time ticket.
Yes.
But if you buy plastic card with a season ticket, it's just twice cheaper
Yeah,
sometimes. So
true.
yeah, it's important.
And I would like to add also some.
What about hotels?
Hotels very expensive.
Yeah.
The cheapest one we managed to find around Wageningen. It was
50 euro for 2 persons.
For one night.
Yeah.
I think it was 55 or even
No, it was
50 exactly.
50 for a room and hotel and we together in this room we slept.
It is
Cheapest.
the cheapest,
Which we
and
found.
it was around small cities. So
It's one night, and you could rent a room from other people. You could rent a room for 300 euros for whole month, and here you paid 50 euro
But
for
in
one
Amsterdam,
night.
if you remember, we were living in hotel. We paid, not we paid, but it was paid by our organization. It was paid 75 euro per night.
So, but I think it's possible to find bed and breakfast for 25 euro.
I don't think so, because there was not that much bed and breakfast.
In our area when we lived there in Wageningen.
In Wageningen there is no.
But in a lot of places 25 euro it's okay.
In Amsterdam,
Even
I think
cheaper.
it's easy to find. But if you live even in Groningen, do you remember that Groningen? I was looking for bed and breakfast or something.
It was hard to find.
It was hard to find because if the city is not really huge, you have hotels and they're quite expensive.
So hotels they're okay if you just want to come there and
for 1 or 2 days.
while you find accommodation, you could live in hotel for 5 days, okay, but it's actually expensive for you.
And now interesting stories that when we came to the Netherlands, we lived. We rent hotel for several days, for 1 or 2 days, and we were living there. And you met a woman.
I met a woman just near this hotel.
Yeah.
And she looked for people who could rent her room in her house.
And we rented for.
And we rented her 25 euro per day. We rented
per day
in her house room. Like for 5 or 7 days.
While we were
because we had to leave it in the hotel, but we met her and she said, okay, you could live in my house for 25 euro. We said, oh, okay, it's great, because we were students, it was kind of PG students, it was kind of big money for us. So
so it's also the case.
It's also the case. You could just find people who could help you, okay?
Yeah.
And help themselves also if they have some area.
And what about food? So let's talk about maybe food.
I think we could tell about in the next video, but right now I think it's the most important. It's where to live. Living.
If you want to live.
So in small cities, there is some pluses. I mean, sometimes you could find very good deal in small cities, but the problem is that. If you want to live in particular place, sometimes it's very hard to find bed and breakfast even.
Yes, and also my advice would be use Facebook groups. It's the best way to find any type of accommodation.
If you're a student.
If you're a student or a young person, if you want to live to find cheap deals. So a lot of person who study at the university, they go for I don't know, for holiday or whatever, and they subrent their rooms. It's not really legal, I think, but it's very big practice. And if you're student,
I think that the far it go right now, I think it's much harder than we were in the Netherlands. it was like semi-legal.
I don't know.
But
It was like it's
right now, I think they made it everything like you have to register yourself and such things.
Yes, but if you already a student of any
Yeah,
university,
it's okay.
it's okay because
If you work and if you're a student,
it's not problem. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not good idea if you just came
from somewhere.
somewhere. But if you're a student or PhD or whatever at the
Nobody
university,
would just
nobody would
think
care.
about
I think.
it. Yeah.
So you can just search for sub-brand student accommodation, and you will find a lot of
Yeah, it's
interesting
very
things.
cheap and it's the cheapest thing.
Yeah.
I think like 250 euro even. Not 300, but 250. So
And also a lot of people who have houses in city, they also type something like I have a flat or something, and in Facebook I think it's the easiest way, because when we went to the Netherlands I didn't know about Facebook groups, and I was looking for special
Websites.
realtor websites. It's really bad idea, because all realtor websites they need prepay for any deal, and they ask you to pay first, and then only they will
They do not guarantee you anything.
Yes, and they need a lot of documents, so I mean it's so
But okay, I think
difficult.
For us it was okay to look into Facebook because we were like students and we had time for it and we had skills. We were very good in searching in the internet. But in general, these websites where you could find rent, they're good. So we use them a lot.
Yes, but I mean, if
Several times we found a place to live at such websites.
Yes, sometimes we found, but it was when we were already in the Netherlands, so we can meet people, so we don't have to send money to, I don't know, somewhere.
So it's also not too bad, I will say. And another thing which we had experienced, we were housekeepers. It's I think the best time in the Netherlands about in talking about comfort, because we were housekeeper for
3 months.
Yeah, for 3 months. One person at university, he went far away, and he said that he feared that his house could be just some problems could be where he is absent, and he looking for housekeepers, and as we looking for place to live somewhere, we were in search. So he suggested it to us because he know us a bit. So we agreed, and it was very cool to live in big house.
We lived in a really huge, beautiful house
with a beautiful garden.
Yeah, it was.
But
cool.
I had, for example, it's minuses of this thing. We would tell in next video, but just a few. You have to like cut grass. You have to look after house. Yeah. So it's not just I'll live there and would do anything, would do nothing. No, you need to look after house. It's not so easy. So guys.
And we paid only 300.
Yeah, we paid it only for communications, for electricity, for water, for this all stuff, and it was fun.
It was really cool.
So we would tell about this experience in one of our next videos. We would tell this story. Guys, please tell us.
How much did you pay for your living costs? In the Netherlands, any options? How did you find? Is it maybe a hotel or rooms or whatever?
We're speaking not about regular place, but about rent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you had such experience? Maybe you rent something to someone.
If you have house and you want to find person, write in the comment. Maybe someone will find here your option.
Yeah.
And what
you are free to write comments, to give your suggestions there, whatever.
You can leave your contacts if you, email if you like.
So see you later, guys. We would be glad to see your comments. Everybody could write something. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Doei.